Hey, welcome back to the channel. I have no idea what I was doing there. Today's video is going to focus on files that have to do with the neck. I want to start sharing some of the products that I use and give a little bit of a review. At first, I thought there was one major supplier online that we all know who that is. The prices were just shocking. So I started looking around online and trying to find some alternatives that weren't really breaking the bank. So here are 4 files that I've found that do a great job, and I'll give you a review and kind of how I use them. So here we have the Baroque 3 different sizes Generation 3 fret file. It comes in this handy dandy sleeve, and this unit basically has 3 different sizes for your frets that are diamond plated. I use this tool for this area here and also kind of down as it's kind of going down into the fretboard. The 3 different sizes really just make it nice and easy to get in there and try to make the end of the fret kind of a circle. And that's also why I really love this tool. This next tool is the FretGuru. This is not a diamond plated file. This is your standard file with the rivets, ridges, what have you. And as you can see here, it has medium and large, and then there you can see that type of file system. I personally like to have both types of files, whether it be the diamond or the actual file for both options, because sometimes a situation on your neck may require something a little more fine as the diamond, whereas if you really need to kind of get down on something, you might need the file version of it rather than the diamond file version of it. I'd like to show you one trick I've learned with this FretGuru. And once again, these frets are already polished and done, so it's not a perfect example. But I will tell you that what I do is on the medium side of the file, I will right when the frets are just clipped off, they're rough. If you go like this, you'll have blood coming out of your fingertips. What I like to do is take the medium file size and I go a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. I start making the fret have a circular edge kind of. It takes the roughness off the edge. So once I do all of these on medium on both sides, I'll come back on the large side and do the same thing. Back, forth, up, down, right, and left. Between the two sizes, you can get a really nice kind of a circle fret area. But you really need to develop your own technique, and it'll take a few necks to kind of get there. But moving it around as you're filing does kind of round off those edges, and personally, I really love it. This 3 fret file is $29.99, and the FretGuru, I believe, is $59.99. I recommend having both styles. This here, my friends, is a fret beveling file. This product clocks in at around $27.99. This has 2 profiles, a 90-degree and a 35-degree angle. This is where you're at the point in your neck build where you've clipped off your fret ends as flush to the neck as possible. And we're talking, this is some raggedy jaggedy, you'll slice your fingers up business. With this file, when your frets are first cut off and it's deadly, you can take this file and then start to file all the frets back down as close as you can to the fretboard. When that's finished, the second step I do in this process is I turn it to that 35-degree angle. And then when you start repeating that same motion, you're now filing a bevel angling towards the fretboard. And then from there, you can use your fret files and start to get that into a nicer shape. Now, I will tell you, I've screwed a couple things up with this. I'll try to explain my best how I've corrected that, but it's still a gamble with this fret file. You want to be as slow and precise as humanly possible, because if you ramp up the frets, it's a file, and you will have scratches all around your fretboard that, by golly, you have to go back and do a whole fret level depending on how bad it is. So it'll take a little practice with this to basically find the sweet spot and use this without damaging anything, but it's still well worth having. It does a great job, and it's certainly not breaking the bank at $27.99. And lastly, we have these Holmer double file nut slot files. Now, I will tell you that over time, the size is worn off, and I literally had to put on the sizes with a Sharpie just so I would know which one was which. But other than that, no complaints. Obviously, you can get these in different sizes. I got it for a set of 10s. On the high E string, you locate the 10, and you basically can file your nut down to the desired depth. One tip that will help you do nut slots is you can take an extra fret and basically file that taint down to where it's pretty much gone, and you can set the fret as it were if you had your first fret right up against the nut. With that guide, you can really rough in your nut slots to be really close to where they need to go. Then take your little measurement tool away, and then when you have the guitar all strung up, you can pretty much dial it in from there. Yeah, with this little fret trick, you can really save a lot of time and be able to dial in your nut pretty well. You just have to be mindful of the fact that you make sure you're using the same fret as the frets that you're putting on. So there you have it, folks. 4 files. There'll be more videos like this showcasing tools that work really well for me, some kind of review, some tips involved. So if you do like stuff like this, please subscribe, of course. Truly appreciate it. And you will find all of the tools in the description if you would like to pick something up for yourself. So yeah, I'm in the middle of building a guitar. You should too. Have a great day.